Okay, so I might not be the best YouTuber, have the best setup, because this is gonna be like the least editing video you'll ever see. But this is about a theory in Monsters of Etheria, which I think is kinda true, and I came up with it, but I'm pretty sure other people have thought of it as well. It's regarding the torn dimension. Now, this is the map of Etheria, right? And we go to dark, which is here. And then I would assume that the orb, you go in down the hall, probably somewhere here, okay? And that's where dark is. Now, there is also the thing that the orb is not what fuels Etheria. I don't think it is like the one thing that Etheria runs on, and if it's not there, then Etheria will die. I don't think that theory is true, because well, if we find the portal, well, no. But one thing is that the orb isn't the center of Etheria. That's a common misconception, because a lot of people think that the orb is directly in the center of Etheria and that everything revolves around it, but no, it doesn't. It is not the center, and no, nothing does revolve around it, because yes, the orb gives off energy, but the dark researchers are studying it, so there is no confirmed truth that the orb really fuels Etheria. However, I think it's related to time travel. So, you know how in the orb you get twice as much XP if you're there, right? Okay, here's the portal. You get twice as much XP, and probably less depending on how many people are there. That's because I think this is the same world. It's not a new dimension. I think it's the same world in another point of time, because if you want to see here, the orb is not centralized here either. So the previous orb was right there, but you know, a lot of change could happen. But that's one of the first reasons. It's not really centered, and you know, you would know if it's centered, then it would be centered everywhere else. But it's pretty clear that the orb remains, and I think this is the same orb that we see in the regular world. And then, if you talk to the orb, it'll talk about energy, and you even get the title energized, which, you know, could be a conception why a lot of people think you see a golden orb radiating light makes you feel energized. So a lot of people think that that might be the reason why the orb kind of encompasses Etheria and gives it all the energy, but no. Also, if we look at the map and we correlate it to the overworld, this is the world tree, the biggest spot, and it's there. This is the desert. This is like the mountain behind Phoenix Gaze. This is the ice village, the one with the massive crater in the middle. And oh, I'm getting attacked, I think. Oh no, I just died. Okay. But yeah, and then the other one, I'm pretty sure, is just the mountain, the big mountain. So, like the volcano mountain. I mean, I don't know why Lightspeed does that, but like we can see that the same areas, the same hot spots are kind of pre-existing, because I mean the major thing I can say is the world tree, because you know the world tree is the biggest object. If we look at this map, it's like the biggest thing. I mean, this is also big, but like big. This is like Phoenix Gaze, you know. That's where the other part was. So these locations are all similar, and I think they're the same thing, except over time, right? Things change. Etheria is not going to remain the same, just like continents in our world change. It's all gonna be different, and the torn dimension is probably what happened in the future, which the orb could have, all the energy radiating from the orb, maybe the dark scientists used it in dark labs, and they probably did not use it well, and ended up destroying the entire continent. That could have been what happened, and because it's time travel, we see that the orb gives off a multiplier, you know, 2x multiplier. That means staying in this orb is kind of takes around twice the amount of time as in the overworld. So in a way, it's time manipulating. So, you know, that could be another another reason why I'm pretty sure the torn dimension is a regular dimension in the future. And then in the torn dimension we see, well, basically you can unlock 3 Ethereans. No, 2. You get Vacrunch, the Vacrunch line, or there's basically a black hole or whatever, which, you know, black holes form over time. They get stuff, they expand, so I'm not surprised that there's black holes, because a lot of time probably passed and black holes started forming. This is probably like more than thousands of years. This could be millions of years in the future. And the next one is Magu, which I think is a survivor, because Magu is a magician. It's even titled the Ethereal Magu, probably because it's got some innate ability that allows it to stay here, to spawn here. Maybe Magu started here and then they went through the portal. But whatever it is, I'm pretty sure this portal is a time portal, not a dimensional portal. And these are my reasons why. I've got like a ton of wacky theories coming up next, like, they're very weird. They've got like not that much evidence supporting them, but they're fun. Anyways, that's it for this video. This is a cool little theory that I had, and I'm just gonna put it out there. So subscribe if you want to see more. I mean, I'm still gonna make more. You don't have to subscribe, but you know, you always can. And I'm going for my 45th level 100. So yeah.